first speaker is Larry King. Gary King. Larry King. That's your brother. Go ahead, Gary.
Thank you for giving me a moment. I wanted to just point out a couple things with the Zogby poll. Now, we know Zogby, of course, is world renowned, but I think that some misinformation was put into the poll, and I'm speaking for the voters for Wednesday.
Could I interrupt you for a minute? Is that is it only Zogby that you're going to talk about? Okay, because that's a question and answer. You might want to wait until he's on, and then you can ask him personally.
If it's okay, I was just going to point out two things and go to the real meeting. It's up to you. You're the one.
Go ahead.
All I wanted to point out was that there were like 5 questions that the 28 of us thought were not appropriate in that survey. But even though the survey had these questions, it proved that there were more people for wind than against wind. Now, this was the part. We all think that money coming into our town, okay, that's from a clean, green industry, should be made welcome. I don't know about everybody else, but I noticed my tax bill was up by approximately 10%. Maybe I was just one of the lucky ones. But I'm sure that the school tax is going to be added to that for another 5% or more. And I believe with the current situation in New York State and the world and the town of Cape Vincent, that the next year will be some of the same. So if that were the case, 15% this year, I went to a little school, but that adds up to almost 30% increase. That's a big concern for me. I'm on a fixed income, don't have much money. Some people have more. That's good. They don't seem to care. But there's a lot of workers, a lot of farm people, a lot of families that do care, even with the 5%. So I'm very concerned about that. This project, this farm, a wind farm, would add probably 10, 12, I don't know, 15 jobs, but let's just pick 10. High-paying jobs are needed in the town. Plus you got new families coming and they hire local. That says nothing about the construction when there's a lot more revenue coming into the town. Every single wind farm in New York State. Now, we've done some research. There will be a speaker next or a couple down from Karen, who's done most of it and done a great job. It seems that all the wind farm information we brought is positive, that there was no negatives. We brought speakers, 5 speakers that raved about, and they were very happy and their towns were very happy. Just today, for instance, even with Rick's idea of being able to prove where you get stuff, it was a good idea. I was sitting in an office looking through my very favorite magazine, Smithsonian. It was the only one there, otherwise I probably wouldn't have read it. There's a little town called Rockport, Missouri. There it is, Rick. And it's good reading. Take a look if you have a mind to. And there was in the New York, I don't know, the New York newspapers, Times probably, money blows into a patch of Oregon known for its winds. And that's, to me, pretty interesting. Country boy don't know what he's doing, but I fumbled through the computer and found these 2 things just today. Now, we have a scrapbook system that we keep every letter and everything that we find. We have a curator of the scrapbook, and we got 8 big books that are probably 6-8 inches thick with everything we can find. Of course, you can find negatives. In fact, I think the negative that we found recently was the gentleman that your group hired, Michael, whatever. I can't remember his last name. He was the one in Florida that didn't get the title to his land. You know the one I mean? Not you, not the board. They didn't hire him. The advisory board. That's it. Thank you. He's certainly anti. So I hate to see the delay all the time. And wish we could all get along and look at the daisies. Thank you for the
Okay.
minute.